Alright boys, welcome back to the channel. So, Barcelona beats Mallorca 3-0 with 2 red cards, and Barcelona just handle business, get the 3 points, and we move on. So my takeaways for today: Lamine still looks great, still looks like he is as confident on the ball as always. He looks like he got a little bit faster, looks like he got a little bit stronger, which is exactly what you want because he is still a baby at the end of the day compared to these grown men. So what you do want to see is him getting stronger, him getting faster, um, and the talent's gonna be there either way. So no matter what, you do want him to try to get into that man body as soon as possible. But I mean, no problems with him. Still very happy. He's obviously still the best player in the world, best player on Barcelona. So Lamine still looks great. A player that I'm really happy with from today's game, surprisingly, was Araujo. Araujo, I did not love last season. I was even open to parting ways with him. I didn't want to see him leave. He's such a good center back. My thing with Araujo is that if you were to do one-on-ones, he's probably going to look like the best center back just off of raw talent. He's strong, he's fast, and can defend. Like he's just a physical beast. My issue with him is that he doesn't think the game. Like, for example, last season I know fans were a bit hard on him because of silly tackles or silly mistakes or whatever. My thing with my thing with him was that he just couldn't get the offside trap. He did not know how to work it, like, at all. Martinez was great at it. Martinez and Kubarsi are amazing at it. So that was my issue with Araujo. And I said it. The thing with Barca is that they don't need crazy athletic center backs, which is weird because that's exactly what you kind of want whenever you are trying to get center backs or you're scouting. But they need smart center backs, players that can play with their feet, players that can replays, and players that can work this offside trap. And that was my biggest issue with Araujo. First game of the season, looks like he's got it down. It took him a year, but looks like he's learning how to play the offside trap, which I'm really happy about. And I think if he can learn how to do that, then he will be probably top 5 center back in the world because he's always gonna have that natural raw talent, athleticism to rely on. My biggest takeaway, honestly, from the whole game was Araujo. I'm really happy with him. So hopefully moving forward, we can see more of that just because, Barca were playing against a team with 2 red cards. So, the game kind of changed a little bit. But I would like to see how he plays against a team that is aggressive and counters and how he plays the offside trap. Hopefully as good as Martinez did. So that's what I'm that's what I'm looking forward to the most with Araujo, to be honest. Hansi Flick chose to go with Eric Garcia over Koundé, which I thought was really interesting. I think Koundé is one of the best right backs in the world, but I think as a versatile player that can play center back and right back, and over the years he's gotten better offensively. That was really his biggest thing, that offensively he was just not there. Since he's been at Barcelona, every year he's improved. So with Koundé, I think he should always be starting over Eric Garcia. Hansi Flick said that it was a decision because of training, that Eric Garcia just looked better this week in training, so he went with him, and that's fine. I think competition for certain spots is always great. You shouldn't have a player feel like he's always gonna start because then that brings laziness. That doesn't bring that competitive edge. So I think having a player like Eric Garcia challenge Koundé for that starting spot is good, and hopefully he just lights a fire under him, and he chooses to show Hansi Flick that he should be the starting right back for Barcelona moving forward. And maybe it was just a one-time thing. Maybe it's gonna be every other game. Maybe it's gonna be here and there. I don't know, but I think it's definitely interesting that he did choose to go with Eric Garcia because Koundé is just amazing. Since we're still on the right back position, I still think Barcelona need a right back that can overlap Lamine, and that's like one of my biggest issues with this squad. I feel like Lamine needs a overlapping partner because he does get that double team every single time, whether it's the left back and the center back coming out to him, or the left back and the center mid coming out to him, or the left back and the left wing coming out to him. Whatever it is, I feel like he needs someone else to make that overlapping run. So instead of it being a 2-on-1 every single time, he gets a little bit more 1-on-ones, or he brings another player. So now it's the left back, center mid, now all kind of out of position and really focus on Lamine. That opens a lot more spots for Pedri, Olmo, Fermin, Lewandowski, Rafinha. So mismatches, that'll be amazing. But unfortunately, right now, how it is, Eric Garcia moves more towards the midfield and provides a passing option for Lamine rather than, giving Lamine a more of a mismatch kind of option, which I think will help out Lamine and help out everyone else in the squad, because Lamine just attracts so much attention. So I think not going for Dumfries was a kind of a miss, but obviously I understand it with all the financial issues and everything. But what I would love to see from maybe even Koundé is provide more of an attacking option for Lamine, so that there's not so much attention on him all the time, because he's naturally going to get that. But if you help him out a little bit, man, it'll make everyone's life so much easier. That's one of the flaws I think Barcelona have for sure, is that there's not really too much help on that right side. Just give the ball to Lamine and make something happen. And I think if you have a attacking right back that can overlap and provide more options, it's gonna open up a lot more space just for, not just for Lamine, but for everyone else. So Pedri is still amazing. Pedri's still doing it to him. That's legit on my notes. I take notes. My note for Pedri was he's still doing it to him. He's still amazing. He still looks like the best midfielder in the world. He just knows how to control a game. He knows how to control tempo. He knows how to just get the ball to where it needs to be. And it's not even offensively. Defensively, he's still there as well. He just runs on the pitch all day. For me, Pedri's still amazing. I have nothing bad to say about him. Nothing to critique. He's him, bro. He can't do any wrong to me. You know what I mean? And then, of course, we have the controversial goal with Ferran Torres as he scores the goal after the player goes down from taking a crazy shot from Lamine. I mean, you kind of are taught to keep playing till you hear a whistle, and that's exactly what they did, and that's fine. You aren't going to make the top 20 most respected football moments or whatever, but that's fine. At the end of the day, I kind of think it's on the ref. It's either you blow the whistle or you don't, and you let everyone know, like, hey, this is exactly what we're doing. But refereeing this game was horrible. I thought even as a Barca fan, I'm saying, like, he just didn't ref a good game, even though a lot of the calls went in our favor. That's not really how I want to see it go down. But you have that red card on Lamine, which is fine. You call it, you give a red. But after that, you have to let everyone know, like, hey, this is exactly what's going on. Rafinha had a tackle that, you could definitely say that's a red card. He went in from behind, not saying it was intentional, but he missed the ball completely and got the player from behind. So if you're calling the other one on the other red card, you got to call this one. So I just think I'm fine with calling the game soft as long as it's fair the whole game and consistent. For me, it's the consistency that lacks with refereeing. If you're gonna let a game just be played and not call anything, then that's fine. But play it fair on both sides. If you're gonna be a soft ref and call everything, that's fine too. But make sure you do it for both teams the whole game. Not know, it's a 90th minute or whatever. No, like this is what it is, and this is how you're calling it. You let everyone know, you know what I mean? But horrible refereeing, not happy about it. I obviously don't think Barcelona paid the ref. I don't think that they, have the ref on their payroll. That's just all silly stuff. It's just a bad refereeing game, unfortunately. And either way, I think Barcelona would have came out with the win. But this is just not how I think you want to start the season. You know what I mean? Oh, I forgot about that. Rafinha and Lamine still have that connection. I'm really happy to see that. Rafinha didn't have a great game. He just didn't look like he was fully involved in every single play. Obviously, you're not going to be, but it just looked like he was kind of just out there. But he has this great connection with Lamine that he knows exactly where to be, and he knows exactly where to run, and he knows that Lamine will find him. So just off of that, you will get goals off of Lamine because Lamine is a great playmaker. So having that connection with him is great, and he's capitalizing on it. And even though he didn't have a great game individually, he's on the scoreboard and he has stats off of this game. So if he doesn't play well for 90 minutes, but he gets a goal and that helps us win the game, then if you're getting goals just because you have another great connection with another offensive player, then bro, that's a talent in itself. You know what I mean? So it's fine. We'll see how the team looks once Lewandowski comes back and see how they move from there. But that's pretty much it for today. Make sure you like, comment, and share the video. I'm going to try to do this every week, man. Every week, because we're in the season now. So, yeah. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm out. Peace.